Alright, everybody. So, Illuminator of Fortune here. I've got new spicy deck. New spicy deck. We like Bucky, right? No, we hate Bucky. We hate Bucky, stupid squirrel. But I like Bucky sometimes when it's not Steel. I feel like less of a villain if I'm not playing Steel. So, Amethyst Emerald. Emerald Amethyst. We saw it at Chicago. It's way different than when it was at Chicago. We still got the Ursula, though, because Ursula's the GOAT. But Bucky was second best to Bucky. Blue Fairy. This little fairy, this evasive fairy, great at questing early game, really draws out removal. Unlike Bucky, who cannot be removed and sucks. Stupid card. This one's balanced. This one's actually good. But when you don't get a Bucky in your starting hand, sometimes you'd rather have a blue fairy. So you got all these evasives, all these Floodborns, just big things that do a lot. I'll showcase that in this match against Ruby Amethyst. It's a best of 3, but ugh, you have to wait and see. You have to wait and see. It's so good. So good. This deck is great. If you're going for set champs, I suggest this, honestly, or something like this. If you don't want to play the meta, you want to do something weird. Ruby Amethyst hates you, then hate it back. Hate it more. Defeat it. Conquer it. This little bird, it does all the work. The bird and the Hidden Cove, just great deck. And see, we like Amethyst more than Emerald. Amethyst better. Unequals are at 10, so if you're an unequal hater like I am, don't worry. The curve is honestly really weird to look at. Looks like Hulk. Big character deck. No actions. I don't like them actions. I slay down. So let's just get into it. We'll see this matchup. I'm playing against Ruby Amethyst. Best of 3. Make it seem a little more fair, because obviously you can just aggro out if you go on the play every time. We don't really want the Ursula or the... We'll keep the castle. I don't think we want the Godmothers. So we'll pitch that. That's better. Oh, we got the Godmother again. This is a good start. So, the duplicate was ink that. We don't really care about what they're doing right now. I'm just going to get the Bucky out, and I'll play Fairy Godmother so I can shift the next turn. Now, the dream play, hopefully I can get it, is to have 2 Buckies on the board. If I can manage that, I'm going to try and filter for it. If I can play Fairy Godmother on 3, and then shift get Fairy Godmother with another Bucky, because it's a shift 2, that's ideal. That's our goal. Sisu's annoying. It's definitely not. Oh, okay, I got it. That's perfect. Ink the Chernobog. We'll just go with this. Pass. It's gonna try and eat their hand next turn. Hopefully, if they play a card, I can empty their hand, and that should slow them down a bit. Okay. It's not great, but at least we're gonna have the discard option online. They're going up a lot, but in this next turn I can take out Sisu, so I'm not too worried about it. So you may think I'm crazy here, but I'm going to quest with the Fairy Godmother, giving Challenger 3 to Bucky, and I'm going to take out Sisu. Bucky's going to go back to my hand, so I can play it again next turn if I wanted. I'll probably end up inking it, though, because we only need 1 Bucky on the board right now. Peking Undisputed, not great, but I have the other Bucky, so I don't really care. Now I'm just going to try and chip away at everything. The castle's a really harsh play right there. This isn't good either. I'm going to ink my own castle, and I'm actually going to play Belle. Then I will challenge... I'll challenge the rabbit just so he can't bounce it or anything. Yeah, this doesn't look like a good match right now. But you never know, you can turn it around. I just got a really expensive hand. Okay, this isn't the worst. I think I'm just gonna play Robin Hood though. And then I'll take out these 2. Yeah. Slow him down a little bit. So most likely he'll kill kill Belle with Sisu. That's fine. I was gonna sing France. Okay. So it looks like we're going to keep our bell for just one more turn. That's not bad. We can take out Mim. We can actually clear the board here and take their card out. Okay, so here I'm going to play this without shifting. I'm going to move 3 damage and put it on Madam Mim. Just take Mim out. See if we got rid of the card with the Bucky. Then I will quest with Fairy Godmother. With +3, we'll challenge into the castle. And then +3 here, we'll challenge into Sisu. Only has 1 strength because I only have no cards in hand. And now we have this whole board alive for next turn. I'm not expecting anything crazy here. Yeah, it's a pass. Top decking a goat. Actually, let me do some math here. +3. We're really close to winning. We'll get to 17 and then 18 after the goat. And they could be prepared next turn, but the chances are so slim, and I'll be at 19 after. Okay, so that was just crazy unlucky. Got to 19. I just need 1 character to get through. Not a bad option. They could top deck Medusa, Castle, and that's a win. Let's play our outs though. That sounds fun. That wouldn't have been bad either. But there you go. As you can see, you can clutch up games pretty quick. So the terrible situation, Fairy Godmother absolutely came in clutch there. So let's go to game 2. They start again. I could hit this 2-0. We'll keep 2 Buckies. Throw the rest away. Okay, we got the Diablo, and we could play Fairy Godmother Bucky on 4. That sounds like a really good play, actually. Ink the goat. We don't really need the goat. And the Chernobog is just to filter more, because they're just going to keep playing Minnie Mouse, and it's really annoying for us. Unless they bounce it with Snick, which doesn't seem to happen. Now here, actually... No. Oh, I love the Cove, but... No, I'm just going to do this. And I will get the card. There was an option. I could have taken out the Minnie Mouse with the Chernobog's followers if I added the Cove, but it just didn't seem that necessary. So now I can play Diablo. They're going to have to discard. I probably should have inked a Bucky. I don't really need 2 in my hand. Let's do that now. Actually, I'm just going to play out my hand. So the next turn, hopefully we can make something happen. He could kill the Hidden Cove. That would take the whole turn. So I'm not expecting that. This is not great. I'm not really getting the big stuff that I need. That's not it either. So let's play Flynn. Let's just get rid of that hand. Yeah, that was pretty good. I would love to see really anything that could help out right now. I think I'm going to have to move Diablo here. And I will challenge into the rabbit. Which I could have done next turn. It's true. We're just really behind. That's not great. Okay, that's fine. They're gonna give me some cards too. Crab is great here. Crab, I can take out Sisu. I can also move this 2 damage with Bell. I don't think I'm going to, but it's an option. Yeah, that's not good either. Okay. I'm just gonna discard, see what they have. Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good discard there. I'm going to ink the blue fairy. I'm gonna play crab. And I'll give it to Bucky just so I can take out this Sisu. It's been a big problem all game. Then I'll challenge here. I just gotta slow them down a bit so Flynn can pop off. I could have opted to quest it with the Pegasus instead. That was definitely an option, but see, now they're on kind of the bad end of questing, so they did banish. Oh, friends is not what we want to see. But play the Minnie Mouse, so I can discard this card. I could play Ursula and probably close out the game next turn. I think that might be my play. Let me look at the board right now. Yeah, I think, because we'll go 11, 12, 14, 15. If Flynn stays alive, I'm just going to do that. Let's discard that last card. It's our rabbit. I don't want them to be discarding. Let's go for 4. Go for 2. I kind of want to bounce. I want to kill the goat. But I think I'm just going to opt to quest out here. So they have to challenge everything. They can't be prepared. I don't think this deck runs any way to kill Ursula. So Ursula's pretty much guaranteed 3 at this point. Yeah, Minnie Mouse is not going to help them. That's game. Wow. Yeah, this deck's actually pretty good at coming back. It's realistically, they probably should kill it early. Oh, that's just a terrible top deck. Yeah, Flynn's just gonna win this one. But for funsies, I'm gonna do some jank. That's another game. Alright, so after those 2 matches, you could tell that Ruby Amethyst really isn't a hard matchup at all. I know the AI is way worse than an actual player would be. But you can see you have so many options, a lot of scenarios. Fairy Godmother can absolutely clean up the game. Honestly, I would switch up some of these. I think I'd rather have 4 Fairy Godmothers than 3 Bells. And I think Pegasus is honestly more important than Belle as well, so I'd swap that out. I never play Yzma, but she's a good option later in the game if you need removal, just to get you that 1 turn further. Ursula's great. Absolutely love Ursula. I don't tend to draw on her very much, and Robin Hood's solid. He's not a Floodborn, so if you really feel like you need more Floodborn triggers, you can always take out Robin Hood, spread it out among the others a bit better. This deck's great. It has worse matchups into Steel. Obviously, grab your swords. As you can see, clears out majority of our plan, but our later stuff can survive swords, survive most Steel removal, and it helps out a lot. This Ursula will absolutely destroy Steel matchups. Hidden Cove can save you from swords, from certain things. Like Diablo can survive swords with Hidden Cove. So you could probably tech for Steel more. But this is really good against Ruby Sapphire, Ruby Amethyst. And because it's so fast and we get to discard, it's actually not that bad against Sapphire Steel. I know Sapphire Steel is known as the Bucky killer, but I haven't had that many issues every time I play against it. It's probably just because the AI is not very good. I think I'm going to end up taking this to set champs for at least one of my set champs. I'm going to 6. I have a lot of faith in it, and maybe you could do some more testing, find builds you like, maybe get rid of the locations. But it's really good. So thank you for watching. Comment what deck you want me to do next. If you have an idea, if you have a list you just want me to try, or you just there's a card you really want to see work, don't know how to make it work. Trust me, I'll find a way. I'll make it work. That's what I do best. I have a lot of videos on the way, and bye.